Hey guys, Yasa here on freebellydanceclasses.com. So today's coffee talk is a very interesting question that actually was posted as a comment on one of my videos on YouTube. And the question was, is belly dancing related to a specific religion? And you know, as much as we all like to think that we kind of know the answer to that, it actually is not probably true what we think. So belly dancing culturally is common, or geographically, I should probably say, and also culturally, but most likely geographically, as in its beginning, it was related to or connected to the Middle East. You know, the Middle Eastern countries from, you know, North Africa all the way to the Gulf. However, belly dance is really not practiced in the Gulf, except for there are a few exceptions there. You know, maybe some countries like Iraq, for example, or a variation of belly dancing, or what we like to call Persian belly dancing in Iran. But it is mostly a Middle Eastern dance. So in a lot of people's minds, it is related to Islam, okay? But in fact, there is really no relationship between the two, between the culture, the Arabic culture, and the religion itself. You know, and I think I did approach this before and talked about it in a different coffee talk in the past, slightly, but I just kind of want to focus a little bit more on it today. Not like I know the history of it all or know the details of how belly dancing came up and was introduced to the world before even Islam. I don't really know much about it, but what I wanted to address is the idea that today you don't have to make that connection necessarily with a certain religion. You know, I do, however, see a lot of belly dance communities that practice the art of belly dancing as this almost like religious or spiritual practice, sort of. And so that makes people think that it's related to some sort of religion or some sort of spiritual practice and so that. But belly dance is really not. It is common in the Middle Eastern countries where Islam is the common religion. But even in those countries, Islam does not agree with the art of belly dancing as a practice for women, especially in public. So to say that just because it is common in Middle Eastern countries where Islam is a predominant religion, it's connected to Islam, where it came from it or anything, and it has absolutely nothing to do with it, because the Arabic culture and the dance existed way before even Islam was introduced to this region. Okay. Now today, of course, the art has survived the test of time and the test of geography as well, because it is definitely one of the most popular dances around the world that just came from a certain area in the world. And now it's a really international form of dance. So today is definitely not connected to anything, but there is a certain group, especially in the West, that is starting to practice the art of belly dancing as a spiritual practice, which makes today even people who even don't even connect the art of belly dancing with the Middle East or Islam still connect it with some sort of a spiritual practice that either existed in the past or was created as a new practice or as a new spiritual, dogma or whatever. But it really isn't, you know. Even the way it's practiced today amongst the people that practice it as a spiritual thing, it's kind of a little bit different. And I remember when I just moved to the U.S. and I joined some belly dance groups and or belly dance classes, and just to meet people, and then they would practice it in that sense, you know, like, oh, connect with the Mother Earth and this and that for like seriously like a good half hour before even the practice started or the class started. And I was just like, seriously, can we just like dance? You know, I don't want to do this whole connect with the Mother Earth thing, you know, all the spiritual stuff. I just didn't want to do it. But it was definitely something that intrigued my curiosity, because it was something I've never seen in my entire life. Like even in Morocco, when I grew up with belly dancing, I grew up with it, but it was still considered something that women should not do, or a good religious women just did not do, you know, whether in private or definitely not in public. I mean, it's just unquestionable. If you do, you're just a whore, basically. So it's definitely, I knew there was absolutely no connection with this art and, you know, Islam. I knew that from a long time ago. But, you know, moving to the States and then seeing people do it as a spiritual practice, I was just like, wow, that's kind of intriguing. What is that all about? And it wasn't about anything specific. It wasn't actually a specific like religion or a specific spiritual like group of some sort. There wasn't any of that, and there isn't really. But some people just kind of like to, you know, relax with it and say that they connect with Earth through this art because it makes them connect to their bodies, and that's great. If that's how you feel, that's amazing. You know, we all do need to connect with our bodies, and whatever works to get you to that point is amazing, and is definitely encouraged because that's better than other things, right? So I definitely want to tell you that it's not connected to any certain religions. There is not like a religious practice, and belly dancing is not like some sort of a physical practice of a certain spiritual way of thinking. So get that off your mind. And this art is common amongst all religions around the world and non-religious people as well. And it's just a beautiful way of moving your body. And if you feel spiritually connected to yourself as you do it, well, all the power to you. So anyways, I'm going to stop right here. That's my 2 cents. Enough talking. This is just a quick belly talk today. Let me know what you think, what your comments are, what experiences you had in the past with maybe spiritual communities or people that did it as a way to connect with something spiritually. So yeah, I'd love to hear actually your thoughts. I'm sure there's like a million ideas out there and thoughts out there about this issue and this topic. So yeah, it would be great to start a conversation. Post your comments below and check out the website for free belly dance classes online. freebellydanceclasses.com is the website. See you next time. Bye.